Degloirespace signing in. When you're feeling insecure, you don't need anyone to confirm it. You know what you're feeling. You feel that anxious feeling inside you, eating you up. You're uncertain. Everything seems like it's against you. It almost feels like when you were a kid and your mom's holding you. And for example, she might have taken you to school that first day, and then she says, "Okay, I'm leaving you here." And then you look up with those eyes and you just go into that big panic mode. I've now been abandoned. Fast forward the time, and you've walked into a new place. Could be a date, could be a business meeting, and that old feeling from when you were abandoned as a child comes back. Mum has just let your hand go again. You look around for anything to give you some form of security, some form of guarantee. Your eyes, they glance desperately looking for any kind of approval, love, or attention. And for people watching you, it's not hard for them to notice, to feel that kind of energy. It's written all over you. Your eyes, your posture, even your words are trembling. And the worst thing is, once you've noticed that they've noticed that too, you know it's all over. The fact is, that insecurity turns into desperation, and desperation is always ugly. You could be very good looking, you could have a lot of talent, but that desperation, it warps everything. The reason behind it is that you're grounded in lack. Think of it like those zombie films, when somebody's just been bitten and he's got rot on them. They haven't turned totally into a zombie yet. And then you're walking and then they see you and they're like, "Help, look out." That kind of character. Straight away, you see that character and you're like, "I'm not gonna help." Because you know that when they touch you, it's not gonna be good. You'll get the disease from them. It's just an ugly thing that you want to stay away from. It's kind of like a leper. Desperation is basically that feeling that I need this or I am nothing. It may look like passion, but in fact it's panic. It screams out, "Please, I'll do anything, just don't leave, don't reject me." You think it shows that you care about something a lot or that you're invested and that's why you're desperate. In reality, what it is you've abandoned yourself. You've basically given up your dignity. There is something in us human beings. We love dignity in somebody. What are some examples? Desperately in love. And that leads you to behave in ways that are very heavy for someone to bear. You're over texting that person. You're chasing. You look at what they say and then you mold yourself to whatever they say. "Oh, is that what you like? Okay, I'll do that. You want me to roll 4 times on the floor? I'll do that. You want me to stand on one hand? I'll do that." And naturally, without me needing to go into detail, they're gonna pull away from you. What you call desire in that scenario is fear, and everybody can see it. And the worst case in these situations is when the person's realized it and you might have been dating for a while and then they tell you that they no longer want you. So what do? You remember all those romantic scenes you've seen. You go down on your knees, "Please, I am nothing without you." Yeah, that's why you're being left. Another example is desperation in business. You undercharge, over-explain, begging for opportunities. It makes people wonder, if he is that good, why does he need to beg? If he is that good, why is he so available? And a third example is social life, being desperate in social life. "Please, can you be my friend?" You agree with everyone. When someone says something that's not very funny, you're like, "Ha ha." Hey, you're fake. And you filter yourself just to belong. And the biggest problem is it's so easy to see. It's so easy to spot a person who is desperate for attention. Not because you're bad, but because you're fake. Desperation doesn't come from love or hunger or ambition. It comes from emptiness, from a mental talk inside you where you're saying, "I'm not enough, I need something to complete me." The harsh truth about this is it's so easy for people to detect it. And just instinctively, we avoid it. And don't be thinking people are cruel. That's why they're letting you down. You would do the same thing. It's the heaviness of desperation that's difficult. You feel like when you're receiving someone desperate, you feel like they're just laying everything onto you. It's so difficult to breathe. It's never natural flowing, it's forced. Very simply, just contrast it with someone who's well centered. They walk into a room, comfortable. They're not looking around to get approval. If they do make eye contact with people, it's friendly and genuine. They might want something, but they don't chase. They might desire something, but they don't beg. And they love, but they don't cling. And that's what makes them attractive. That's what makes them well respected. It's not about what they do, it's the very fact that they don't need. When someone doesn't need something, you feel like you want to give them more. It's weird how it works. With somebody who shows you over wanting, you stop wanting to give them that thing that they're after. So if you have been desperate lately, I'm not judging you, because you know what? We've all been in that space before. We've all had moments where we're starving for someone's attention, someone's validation, and those moments are frustrating because you know that I'm desperate. Why aren't you giving me this thing? There's the lesson learned right there. Fact is, you can't beg your way into getting chosen. You can't cry your way into getting respected. What do? You got to return to you. Look at ways to raise your value. And here we're talking about the inner value. It is important to state you could be a billionaire. You're not secure, you're not secure. You could be very good looking. You're desperate, you become ugly. So start off with yourself, invest in things you love, start spending time in those things, accumulate real value for yourself. See that you're valuable. The more you do things that you love and get better at them and spend that time getting better at them, the more you grow value in yourself. You start knowing, hey, I'm all right. Get little wins here and there. Start changing that inner talk. I am enough even when I'm alone. I'm worthy even when I'm not winning. Self respect can be built. When you find yourself in a situation where you're chasing, walk away. And this is why on this channel we always talk about reconnecting to the inner, because desperation arises when you forget who you are. Come back to yourself, stop begging, start becoming. Degloirespace signing out.